Hello, gorgeous people. Welcome back to Sugar and Spice. It's been a hot minute. We're really sorry about that.
It has been.
We've got some hot tea.
Let's talk about cheating.
We're going to talk about the scandals, everything, the cheating, why men do it, if you should just be with a hot man because you're going to get cheated on anyway, like all of the things.
I guess this was all sparked because the wizard Liz was cheated on by the most scraggly, daggly man, Landon.
It's always a scraggle.
Whilst she was pregnant with his child.
Yeah.
Whilst she is
so
pregnant with his
disgusting.
child.
It's actually so gross. Like, she's literally carrying your child and you cheat on her.
And via Snapchat? Like, how humiliating. Why is my husband having Snapchat?
Yeah.
Are we in high
so
school?
gross. It's so gross.
I think Snapchat is like such a big ick.
Such a big ick.
Unless you're 15,
Yeah.
why do you have Snapchat?
I completely agree.
Disappearing messages, like it's just weird. And people are like, what's your Snap score? Like, are we 5?
But I'm also like, are you doing it to get younger women? Also, that's disgusting. Because
Yeah.
like the general demographic on Snapchat is nowhere near the age.
Can someone let us know, do people above the age of 25 have Snapchat?
Yeah. People I know above the 25. have Snapchat.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm like, I
I don't get it either. I really don't understand it. But especially men, like it's such an ick.
such an ick.
Men having Snapchat is the biggest ick of the century.
Let's start off with cheating. Like,
Okay.
I guess I've never been cheated on, but I've dated a man who had been cheated on previously. And I've actually dated, every man I've dated has been cheated on previously.
Wow.
I feel. Not by me, obviously, but, you know.
Yeah.
And so, obviously, they carried a lot of trauma. But, so the thing is, men and women both cheat. I think there's a lot of discourse around men being cheaters. Yes, women don't cheat at the same rates, but women still cheat.
Yeah, but there's also the discourse around like why both of the sexes cheat.
They cheat for different reasons.
Yeah, 100%.
Esther Perel talks about this.
Yeah.
Like, women will cheat due to a lack of being desired, a lack of fulfillment, all of those kinds of things. Men cheat because it's a physical release a lot of the times. That's why when they're like, a man can still love you so much and cheat on you, which is crazy to think about. But he'll have no desire to be with the other woman. It's just a physical release.
Jesus Christ. I've been cheated on.
You've been cheated on.
My ratty, scraggly ex-musician boyfriend. The musician says it all, sorry. But yeah. And it's the classic found the messages on his phone. And he denied everything. If you're going to cheat, do it with your chest. Like, don't lie about it. It's like, yeah, I cheated. Like, let's fix it. Not like, no, I didn't. I'm like, it's literally, and it's like trying to convolute the messages into being something that they weren't. Like, no, it never happened. I'm like, don't fucking gaslight me. I can see it right in front of me. You've clearly cheated on me, but I'm going to try and twist the story. Like, just, if you're going to cheat on me, break up with me. Like, I don't understand. It's because they want everything. You want to have a cake and eat it too.
Would you ever?
No.
Would you ever forgive a cheater?
No. Personally, no. I mean, the only circumstance would be if I had kids. And I would only do it for them. I wouldn't do it for me. But then does that put them in an environment that's healthy? And does that show my kids, especially if my kids are girls, that it's the right thing to do? I don't know. But that's the only time I would ever consider it. But at the same time, no.
Yeah. And
What about you?
no.
Yeah, no.
And for me, it's about like an integrity thing, right? Like a pride thing. You're going to cheat on me. You chose that.
Yeah, you don't get to have both.
You don't get to have both. And if we had a family, you didn't only cheat on me, you cheated on the whole family dynamic.
100%,
You cheated on your children.
Yeah.
You cheated on the structure in which we have based this union on. To me, marriage is not about love. It's about family. We've decided to do this because we want children. I'm not getting married just to get married. Like, I'm getting married because I want a family. And you're choosing to betray the whole family thing for pleasure.
But then how do you I guess it's not on you to carry the burden of it, but then how do you keep the family, like the best possible family dynamic for your kids? I guess it's not your responsibility because you didn't fuck up, but fuck, it must be hard.
But I'm like, he chose that.
I know.
He chose that. Okay, and obviously no judgment on anyone that's forgiven a cheater. I am not in that dynamic. I don't have a family. I don't have children.
Yeah.
Let's have this discussion again when I'm in that place. But from me being where I am right now, Absolutely not.
Yeah, agreed.
Just like I wouldn't forgive someone who lied about a big thing or betrayed in any kind of way.
Agreed.
Because you build a relationship on an axiom of trust, right? And once that is broken, it rips the ground beneath you. You question everything. Was that a lie? Was that a lie? Was this a lie? Was that a lie? And it creates like relationship trauma, and people carry
100%.
that.
And then to carry that as a mum or someone who's pregnant, like that's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really, really crazy.
And what I find interesting though is that you'll find, okay, I feel like it's such a common trope, man cheater, woman forgive man.
Yeah, yep.
When do you ever see a woman cheating and a man forgiving her?
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
Like, can someone let us know? Do you know any women, any men that have taken back a cheating woman? No.
I guess it plays on like the female empathy side of things, especially if you've got kids, especially like all of these added layers, we're mothers first, all of these things, we're empaths, whereas male ego is like, nah, bye, ciao.
Like, can't move past it. Like, it's very interesting to think, like, I watched a show on Netflix called Cheaters or something, some shitty reality TV show. And it's like couples have been cheated on and they're on this like whole thing to try to like move past it and see if they can and whatever. And I'm just trying to think if I could move past it. Like with a boyfriend, absolutely not.
No way in hell.
Like,
no way.
Marriage.
Plenty of fish in the sea.
Plenty of fish in the sea.
Plenty of fish.
And if you're really tempted.
Yeah, that. And you're not even married.
And when the woman's at her finest. I don't want to say
100%.
finest in that way, but like you don't have real issues. You don't have real problems. Like, I think that if you don't sexually fulfill your partner for an extended period of time, I'm talking years, whatever, if that partner starts to look elsewhere, like you can kind of understand it a little bit.
Both genders, both ways. Yeah, 100%.
Or if there's just like a lack of desire. You know, humans need to feel desired. I don't mean like, oh, you've had a rough patch for a couple of months, even like a year, but like if we're going years, I can't judge people in their 50s, 40s having affairs. I don't know what that's like. Haven't been tested in that way. But what I do know is whilst your partner is pregnant and you're newlyweds, don't. Surely you don't have the desire to message a girl on Snapchat. Mind you, he's dating the greatest icon that there is. And also shout outs to whoever told her.
Oh, yeah.
With the messages. That kind of just shows the law that she has.
100%.
That people like would not want to wrong her. Because what I hate the most, and I really want to emphasize this, when women are so willing to be mistresses and they're like, it's not my relationship. If it wasn't me, he'd be with another girl. How can you do that? How can you mess up people's marriages, people's relationships because it's not your own?
That's giving pick me to the nth degree, babe. Come on.
It's not even just pick me. It's like when your husband cheats on you in the future, which is just karma, I have no empathy for you.
Nah, none. And the fact that you can put like your needs and your pleasure before someone else's entire like mental health and relationship
and like
crazy.
family and stuff.
Yeah, it's disgusting. So the fact that that woman came forward and told her is stunning because some women are like, nah.
And a lot of women would love to take her man.
Yeah.
You know, they would be like, it's like, I don't know if any other women have felt this before, but I've felt this. Like when you're dating someone, all of a sudden other girls want him because it's their way of like stepping up against you.
You've had like random girls from Melbourne follow your international boyfriend. Do you remember that? Yeah. Raquel's, do you talk about it?
I feel like we've discussed it, but let's discuss it again.
Raquel's ex from another country, they started you didn't even tag him in anything. It was okay. She didn't tag him in anything. This was the weirdest situation ever. All of a sudden, this girl that we knew from back in the day had started following him. Like, how did you even find him? A bunch of girls from Melbourne. It's so disgusting. It's actually so gross. Also, there was another girl that we had met kind of recently, and you guys were having some problems, and she was like, "Hey."
Like, I don't understand people that want to take people's people.
Why would I want someone that, like, someone else has had? I'm sorry.
It's crazy.
Like, no. Also, with the cheating thing, plenty of fish in the sea, it's like, if you're going to cheat on me in our prime, like, when we're not even married, with just boyfriend and girlfriend, like, why would I limit myself and my entire future to someone who can't even value me in the present? You know what I mean? Like,
100%.
Give me the rest of the world. Like, I don't need that.
I also, like, I feel like cheating, people who cheat on their families, even doing business with people like that, like how do you even trust people who are willing to cheat on their families, on their young children, on their wives? Like I don't understand other men that even associate with men like that. To me, it's like if you're willing to that to your own family, what are you going to do to me?
100%.
What's my calling after that?
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
Let's talk about like why do people cheat? Like, for what reason? So I feel like we don't like to admit this, but there is a biological understanding to this. Yes, we're not like full essentialism. We're not reducing humans to purely biology. But if you look at behavioral science, unfortunately, cheating can...
What's innate to us as humans?
Well, I guess our number one priority as a human species, as animals, is to procreate, to keep our species to survive. And for men, it takes little to no effort to into women to procreate. So they're wired to spread their seed, right? Women, we hold babies for 9 months. So we're more, we think about things. Can he protect us? Can he provide for us? Is he tall? That's a biological imperative where we look for protectors and providers because we're very vulnerable people, especially holding someone's baby. We look at their genetics. Like, are they going to be a good like person to have a baby with? But of course, we're not purely biology, right? Just like stealing food when you're hungry is a biological imperative, but we're not out here stealing someone's Guzman and Gomez, like, because we're hungry. So I feel like, once again, of course, not excusing that kind of thing, but do all men cheat? I feel like the majority do.
I know, and it's a scary thought. It's a scary thought, but what we've been talking about recently is like, you can't be scared if your man's going to cheat, you just got to be prepared.
I feel like be prepared that your man is going to cheat on you and be prepared to leave him. At all times. Like, you have to be self-sufficient. You have to be like, have something behind your name. In the world of
finances, security, support, like having the right support network around you. Not just people go into relationships and they become so insular and it's like just them two, they cut off everyone else. Like, you can't live like that, because then if that person goes, then what? You need to be self-sufficient. You need to have a support network around you, and you need to be prepared to leave at any given point.
That's what I think that Wizard Liz is such a baddie who practices what she preaches. Like, she's not just out here saying all these things about having value in yourself, high self-esteem, whatever. She's out here like, even while I'm pregnant with this man's baby, he betrayed me, my integrity, I'm out. Like, and I just feel like that's just such baddie behavior.
It is. And you know what fucks me off the most? There are going to be so many people and be like, oh, see, even she gets cheated on. Like, her theories are wrong, blah, blah, blah. She can't keep it.
But everyone gets cheated on.
I know, but there are going to be so many haters that are against what she preaches. They're going to take this moment, this very vulnerable moment, and like twist it into like being right.
I
see,
mean,
she was wrong. See, like, it's just the fucking internet for you.
But like, what she preaches is having self-value. So if that's wrong, like, I think, and also like, okay, if we're going to talk about Landon for a second,
Scrabble.
Why is it always the guy who looks like they have not an iota of testosterone doing stuff like this? Like,
we know why.
Is it overcompensation?
Yes, because they're gay.
Is it giving LGBT?
They're gay. I'm sorry. Like, a majority of modern masculine men who are masculine but they're like feminine at the same time, they've got to be gay. Let's be for real.
There's an increase in the gays.
Like, why are we so like need to cheat left, right, and center? This, that, every girl on the street, like,
overcompensation.
It's giving that.
What are we proving?
It's giving we're trying to hide something, honey. Like, you need to come out. Just open the door, step out of the closet, let the world know. Like, it's okay.
It's okay. We're accepting.
Exactly. In this day and age, just come out with it.
I guess like the moral of the story is you're never safe. Men are not to be trusted.
Oh my God,
prepare for the worst.
He making that whole like like, you know, I'm like professing that you should trust all men. I don't get why modern masculinity, like why no one trusts modern masculinity, and I'm going to download Snapchat and like cheat on you. It's crazy. It's always the outspoken ones, don't you reckon? It's just we're not safe. We're not safe out here. So that's why I believe men need God. I just believe men need God. 100%. They need to feel, and I don't mean like, oh, they believe in God, they're religious. No, God-fearing. Yeah. Like, they fear the consequences of something above them. Mm-hmm. Like, they need it more than women do. I think women can be good people without it. I don't know if men can. Yeah, I completely agree with that. Like, having to, like, all the things that come with that too, like a community, shame, like all those things 100%. To not carry, like, you know, to carry your family and not carry it with shame by making wrongful decisions. Like, I completely agree with that. Like, the fact that the whole community is going to be like, oh, look at this scraggle on the street who's doing things like that. Like, we need to bring back the shaming element. I mean, obviously this guy's getting an international shading, but because Wizard Liz is such an icon. But for the everyday woman who's just getting cheated on,
his guy friends are going out with him. They don't care. They turn a blind eye to it. Like,
Can we talk about that too?
yeah.
I guess your allegiance is to your friend, but like going around and being around that and being like, yeah, man, like,
What a red flag.
yeah, like, good job. Like, I don't know. The bros. The broskies.
Yeah. I guess, you know where I think it stems from?
What?
I always found this so weird. It's like that kind of Western dad who's like, oh, he's got like a 6-year-old son and he's like, how many girlfriends do you have? And it's like, why are you sexualizing a child? Why are you asking this child how many girlfriends he has at school? Yeah, you know this whole like, I don't know, like boysy behavior between dad and son.
Yeah.
And like, it's really ick.
At the age of 6.
Yeah,
That's
like it
cool.
starts to, have you never like,
No.
I feel like it stems from that kind of stuff. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, you got any, just from like even teenage years.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I feel like that stems from like when daddy's a bit of a, like, you're driving with your dad and he's like, oh, look at this girl. Not women, but like a son and dad, that kind of.
Yeah. Does that happen?
Yeah, babe.
No.
I feel like dads like that create cheating men.
Yeah.
Cheating dads create cheating sons.
Yeah,
It's a
100%.
whole lineage of cheating.
Yeah, I agree with that.
What do you define as cheating?
Everything.
Would you forgive emotional cheating?
No.
Because what he did was emotional cheating, right? Or did he meet up with this girl?
He met up with the girl, I'm pretty sure.
Oh my God.
Yeah, did he not?
So what, then she messaged her after she did it?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure she met up with him. Would I forgive an emotional cheater? No. I'm like, if anything, I think that's worse because we speak about that like innate physical, biological desire. I wouldn't forgive either, but I think emotional personally for me is worse because you've tied something emotional to someone else that is meant to be sacred for us, and I'm not interested.
Yeah.
And I'm also like a hyper emotional human, so any sort of like no, you like take my emotions for granted, then no way, bye bye.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Yeah.
What about you?
Would I forget and give an emotional cheater? No.
There's still intention. There's still action. There's still, just because you didn't fuck each other, like there's still a bad intention there, which you're still willing to risk me in the loop of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because you didn't have sex doesn't mean no.
I think like when Wizard Liz was talking about her intuition and she was saying trust your intuition, trust your gut.
It's
she was
crazy.
even having dreams about
Yeah,
it.
that's wild.
Like, yeah, I feel like you just, the red flags that you ignore at the start are the reason why you break up. Like even with my ex, like I knew all of the things about him.
Yeah.
And I saw it at the start, but I laughed it off and whatever. I was like, okay, you know, it'll change. And then they were the exact reasons as to why we broke up.
Yeah.
And I feel like, yeah, you've got to trust your intuition. You just know.
You not 100% know.
Did you know when you were being cheated on?
Well, it's funny that you say the thing about the start because I met him as a bartender. Like, I'm sorry.
But like, why did you check his phone?
Because I knew he was a skeezy bastard. Let's be for real. He was an Irish
You had an
musician.
intuition
Yeah,
about it.
100%.
Yeah.
He's an Irish hot musician that worked at a bar. Like, I couldn't have stepped into any more fucking worse a circumstance to be cheated on. Let's be for real. Like, what a dumb bitch. But anyway. And then to fucking lie. The best part about cheaters is when they fucking lie to you and you've got the evidence. Like, do you think I'm dumb? I can read, bro, and it's right in front of me. And they like try and twist this like really crazy phantom story about how they ended up at the house. And it's like the fuck that you were even there, even if you didn't cheat on me. Bye, you're out. See you later.
Yeah.
And that was old me. I actually stayed with him, vomit. So yeah,
I feel like
just learnt my lesson.
That's why guys always date a baddie guy, because if he's going to cheat on you, at least you're getting cheated on by someone hot.
100%. All the like, imagine being Emirata and dating like her fucking ex-husband who looks like a literal fool, and then you get cheated on. It's like you might as well just date the hot guy.
Like the charity work.
With all the fucking effort, all the work.
I feel like just be prepared and expect the worst, so that when it happens, you have enough emotional stability.
And integrity to leave.
Integrity, yeah.
Do not stay with a cheater.
No.
There is no excuse.
And people, oh, it was a mistake. Oh, get a mistake.
No.
A mistake is forgetting to flush the toilet. A mistake is like, what's a mistake?
A mistake is like forgetting to take the rubbish out. You've asked your partner. Like, it's a mistake to take a wrong turn. It's a mistake to forget. I don't know. Like, do you know what I mean? Like all these small little meaningless
Cheating
things.
is a choice.
Exactly, 100%.
You have to take accountability for it.
Yeah.
You've done it. You've done it knowing, like, there's so many parts. It's like he downloaded Snapchat with the intention. He spoke to the girl with the intention. Meeting up with the girl with intention. There's so many moments where you could be like, oh, it's different if you're like at a bar and maybe like he gave his number to a girl.
Ew.
That's so wrong, but I'm just saying, like, it was ew, but like I could forgive that.
Could you?
Yeah, I could.
You're in a relationship and he gave his number to a girl.
I'm just saying, like, it's just not.
No, I'm just interested. You would forgive that? What's the intention? Nah, fuck that, babe. Come on.
Yeah, I guess not.
That's disgusting.
I'm just saying,
no.
like.
Would you forgive this cheater?
Yeah, let's do it.
He's drunk at a party and ends up in a room with a girl alone and nothing happens, but everyone else thinks it's weird because they were in there by themselves.
I'd forgive that. Like, girl, what's this standard? Like, oh, you were
but
in a
people
room.
think it was.
That's the thing about me is I don't care what people think. Men care what people think.
But what if there was sexual tension between them?
Sexual.
And he admits to it. He's like, look, I ended up in a room with her.
When you date hot men like me,
yeah,
you just have to assume that other girls want your guy,
yeah,
and that he doesn't do it because he loves you and because he honors the relationship.
Oh, you would forgive that.
I would forgive him being a human and having desire by seeing a beautiful woman. Would I forgive having a feeling of two attractive people, but being like, we're both, you know, I'm in a relationship, whatever. Yeah. That's just human nature. Yeah, what is he doing? Like, would you forgive that?
Well, but it would set something weird off in me. Like that I'd have to be thinking about him at parties and what he's doing if I'm not with him.
But he didn't do anything.
True. And it's other people's perception. And I've been with him for 3 years. Yeah.
Like nothing happened.
Maybe I'm just scarred.
I feel like unless something happened or we're giving each other.
What if the girl was like, it was sex, like there was something there?
I would never trust a woman over my man, though.
Okay, yeah.
I think people are like, oh, trust any person, but I'm going to trust the person that I love. Yeah. Unless my partner has done shit like that before, I'm not just going to trust some girl who's like, I had sexual tension with your man. Only because I've been burnt by the women on the other side.
True, my God, yeah.
Like, let's actually go with this story. I was going to go on a date with this guy. I was about to go on a date with this guy, and I told him my usual spiel, which is I'm high maintenance, because he was just like a good-looking guy. And I'm like, guys that usually are really, really cute, to me, are low effort because they get girls anyways, they don't have to try.
Yeah.
So I was like, babe, I'm like full Lebanese diva. Like I always go in with this kind of story to turn them off if they're not into that, which is a favor for me. And he was like, just give me one date, whatever, back and forth. Anyways, I go to the beach on the day of when we're meant to have the date. This girl tells me about this guy that it happens to be the guy that I'm going on a date with, and she's like, he's a misogynist, he's horrible, he's the worst person. I'm thinking like, oh my God, really? And she was like, he did all this and that. And I'm like, okay. So I called this guy up. I'm like, this is a learning moment. I met this random girl on the beach and she said, you did A, B, and C. I'm not about that life, whatever. And he's like, trying to explain himself. I'm like, nah, hang up the phone. A couple of weeks later, I go to a party and guess who's there? Straddling the guy. The very woman who warned me not to go on a date with him.
Yeah, what is up with girls?
And so I'm like, you are so low and pathetic that you would make up a story to turn me off someone because you want them. Yeah. Like, it's just... Yeah, it's I like crack it at this girl at this party. I'm like, you just look... If you're going to say big... And then he pulls me aside and he's like, she's obsessive, she's this. Honestly, screw them both. But like... I just feel like there are people like that. Yeah. So if my husband is telling me, baby, I don't know this girl, I'm not going to be like, random girl who I don't know, I'm taking your word for it.
Okay, yeah.
But if my husband is skeezy, this is why we're saying ignoring intuition.
Yeah, true.
If he has a pattern of this kind of stuff, and it's not coming out of nowhere, and it fits in his behavioral pattern, then we'll question it. Okay. But I don't date guys like that.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't think I've dated a guy like that.
No, like my trashy ex was my only...
Like if someone randomly told you that about your boyfriend now, knowing who he is, you wouldn't question him.
No, exactly, that's right.
Cheating or not cheating, he goes away with his girl best friend.
Well, thinking about my partner and his girl best friend who's married, whatever. Are they sharing a room? That would be weird. They're both married, like
You're not married, babe.
virtually married, but yeah.
They're not sharing a room.
Then no, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, it would be odd that, it would be weird that me and, you know, her husband wouldn't be there, but like it would be so random, but it wouldn't be cheating. What about you?
That's so weird.
It's so random, but it's not cheating.
I mean, I'd love to ask my boyfriend or any guy I fucking dated if he'd be cool with me going away.
100%. The other way around, it would
being
never
my
be.
guy best friend. It's not cheating, but it's just weird.
It is weird. Agreed.
It depends on their dynamic.
100%. So as I'm thinking about the dynamic, I'm like, no. But that's with my current boyfriend.
Yeah. It depends on the person, I guess.
Seen that prank trend that's like, I'm eating matcha with my current boyfriend. The boyfriends are like, the fuck.
Oh, yeah. No, so funny. My ex, who's like really jealous, I told him that I just had laser, and I told him that it was a man who did my laser.
Oh, babe, you did not. Are you serious?
And I was like, oh, he was so good. And he was like, and he went off. I was like, he's a professional. And he's like, what perverted professional does female lasering?
There's gynos. What's the difference?
Pardon?
There's gynecologists. What's the difference that are men?
A gynecologist is a doctor. It's a professional. It's not some guy who's in between your legs lasering. Like, anyone can be a laser person. Babe, what is wrong with you? Who's going to a male laser person?
True. This is true.
For women's anatomy. Like, for men. Like, whatever. Anyways.
Cheating, not cheating. He gets blackout drunk and there was some girl grinding on him at the club and he can't remember.
Okay, number one, why is my man getting blacked out drunk?
Gross.
Yeah. Okay, that's the first ick. Let's break it down. Blackout drunk on man who's
older.
Old.
Gross.
That's we're already off him for doing that. What was the next part?
Some girl was grinding on him at the club.
Why is a girl grinding on a blacked out drunk guy? It's giving predator. I'm gonna have to have a word with her.
Just like drunk and dancing and they're like grinding on each other. It's like some R&B club.
Yeah. So he's not blacked out drunk. He's just drunk.
No, he's blacked out drunk.
Blacked out drunk. You're dancing. You're like,
yeah. No. You're like,
They're grinding, pumping and grinding. Yeah, look, not for me. Not for me. Why are you at the club?
I'm dead. I know.
Like, why aren't you working? Why aren't you at work?
I agree. So yeah.
Blacked out drunk at the club, grinding on a girl is not my man.
Ick.
Ciao. Cheating, not cheating. Something big has really happened for him, and he tells another woman before telling you.
Cheating.
Would you forgive it?
No.
Okay.
Break up! I'm your best friend and you tell some other fucking girl before me. That's gross. Ew, no way. I'm trying to think, like for example, my partner wins some really big work and tells his girl best friend, not me.
No, before you.
Oh,
Tells
before
you
me.
eventually, but like he calls
Eventually, well, I'm last on the list. Fucking, let's go, let's work my way. Mum, dad, this, that, and like Lexi's at the bottom. No. Ciao.
I feel like I'd just be really hurt.
100%. I wouldn't break up with him, but then it also makes me think, where am I in your priorities?
I know,
It's a wider scale concept. It's not a breakupable offence, but it's a wider scale emotional cheater.
I should
be the first person you call.
100%.
Like, the fuck?
Imagine like something big happens to you and you call a guy.
I would call you first. I'm joking. But that's different.
No, that's the thing. We're like soulmates.
I know.
So, no, man, it's different. It's going to beat me in the priority list.
No. I think that's it.
That's it, guys.
If you have any questions on cheating, want any advice, just DM us.
Love you.